And this is very first World's Strongest Man final.
In the year 2000, Poland's most promising strongman disappeared.
Was very good for you, yes?
He had just finished 4th at the World's Strongest Man. The whole country was watching.
Very hard, but I managed it.
Everyone expected him to come back the next year and win it. He didn't come back. Nobody knew where he went, and the story of why, we'll get to that later in this video, because what happened next is even more remarkable. Mariusz Pudzianowski was born in Białorowska, Poland in 1977. His father was a weightlifter. From age 11, he trained Kyokushin karate. From 13, he was in the gym lifting weights. From 15, he added boxing. By the time he was 22, he was already one of the strongest humans on the planet. 4th place at his very first World's Strongest Man, at 22 years old. The sport had never seen raw talent like this. Then, he vanished. We'll come back to that. He returned in 2002, and what he did next, nobody in the sport's history had done before.
The pole is brilliant. Just a little slip there, but that is the fastest time. Now come on.
5 World's Strongest Man titles.
There is a new
2002, 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2008.
Yes. How much does he want this?
But winning the World's Strongest Man 5 times wasn't enough.
4 victories out of 4 in the Super Series. Did you expect it?
Yes.
In 2009, with every record already broken, Pudzianowski announced he was walking away from strongman entirely. He wanted to fight. December 11th, 2009, Warsaw, Poland. His MMA debut. He started throwing low kicks immediately after the fight began. After several hits, Najman fell to the mat and Pudzianowski delivered ground and pound until Najman tapped at just 43 seconds. 55,000 Polish fans lost their minds. The World's Strongest Man had arrived in MMA. Second fight. Another win. The whole of Poland was convinced their man was going to take over the sport. Then came Tim Sylvia, former UFC heavyweight champion, a man who had lost 4 of his last 6 fights. Everyone around Pudzianowski told him this was the perfect opponent to make a statement. They were wrong. Sylvia stuffed Pudzianowski's takedowns with ease and eventually stopped him by TKO in round 2. The strongest man alive, outworked and stopped by a fighter nobody expected him to lose to. The world was asking, was this all just a freak show? Could muscles really compete at this level? Pudzianowski went back to Poland, rebuilt, and answered every single one of those questions. He came back and destroyed Butterbean in 75 seconds, took him down, pinned him, ground and pounded until the referee stepped in. Then he submitted Rolls Gracie, a member of the most famous fighting family in MMA history. The doubters went quiet. Now, remember at the start of this video, I told you the World's Strongest Man disappeared in 2000 and nobody knew where he went. Here's what actually happened. In 2000, Pudzianowski witnessed a local mafia boss physically abusing a young boy in his hometown. The man hit the boy until he fell down, then kicked him and stood with his shoe on the boy's face. Pudzianowski couldn't watch. He went into action. The mafia boss was about his size and an ex-boxer. A fight broke out. Pudzianowski was accused of assault and stealing the man's golden chain, charges he always denied. He was sentenced and spent 19 months in Łowicz prison. The rising star of Polish strongman, gone in a cell. While inside, famous gangsters approached him offering easy money. extortion work, a fast life. He refused every single one of them. He came out of prison in 2001 with nothing but his strength and his discipline, and within 12 months, he was world's strongest man. By 2012, he had become the biggest star in Polish sports history. KSW matched him against Bob Sapp, the man who had once terrorized Pride FC and K1. Pudzianowski battered Sapp with a barrage of punches, secured a takedown, and finished with more punches, winning in just 39 seconds. But not every fight went his way. James Thompson, the Colossus, submitted him with an arm triangle choke in round 2 at KSW 16. Pudzianowski demanded a rematch immediately. 5 months later, they ran it back. This time, Pudzianowski controlled the fight and took the majority decision. He never left a loss unanswered. Pudzianowski became the most popular athlete in Poland. He continued fighting deep into his 40s, still finishing opponents, still filling arenas, still walking out to a country that treated him like a national hero. A man who started karate at 11, went to prison at 22 for defending a stranger, came out and won 5 World's Strongest Man titles, then walked into MMA and proved that the strongest man alive could also fight. He never took the easy money in that prison cell. That decision, made in a jail in Warwich, changed everything.